The pyramids of Egypt, particularly the Great Pyramid of Giza, stand as one of humanity's greatest architectural achievements. Constructed over 4,500 years ago, these massive structures continue to baffle historians, engineers, and archaeologists. How did an ancient civilization, with limited technology and no modern machinery, create such perfect and enduring monuments? While many theories exist, ranging from ingenious engineering techniques to extraterrestrial intervention, the true secrets of pyramid construction remain a fascinating mystery. Here, we will see some key points that attempt to explain how the ancient Egyptians achieved this incredible feat. The use of skilled labor, not slaves. One of the biggest myths surrounding the construction of the pyramids is that they were built by enslaved workers. However, modern archaeological evidence suggests that the labor force consisted of skilled and well-fed Egyptian workers who took pride in their work. Excavations at Giza have uncovered workers' villages containing bakeries, breweries, and medical facilities, suggesting that these were paid laborers rather than slaves. These workers were organized into highly efficient teams, divided into groups known as files, each responsible for specific tasks. They lived in temporary housing near the construction site, and their diet was rich in bread, meat, and beer, ensuring they had the strength and endurance to carry out their physically demanding tasks. The idea that slaves built the pyramids likely came from Greek historians, such as Herodotus, who wrote centuries after the pyramids were completed. However, modern discoveries have dispelled this myth, proving that the pyramids were a national project, built by proud Egyptian laborers rather than forced slaves. Quarrying and transporting the massive stone blocks. The Great Pyramid of Giza was built using an estimated 2.3 million limestone and granite blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons. The question of how these blocks were quarried and transported remains one of the greatest mysteries of pyramid construction. Limestone was quarried from nearby sources, but the granite used in the inner chambers came from Aswan, over 500 miles away. One prevailing theory suggests that large wooden sleds were used to drag the blocks over the desert sands. To reduce friction, recent discoveries indicate that Egyptians poured water onto the sand, making it firm and slick enough for easier transportation. For the heaviest blocks, boats may have been used to transport them along the Nile River. Archaeologists have found ancient boat remnants and docks near the pyramids, suggesting a highly organized river transport system. This combination of boats, sleds, and water-based transportation shows just how advanced ancient Egyptian logistics truly were. The ingenious ramp theories. Lifting multi-ton stone blocks to heights exceeding 450 feet is one of the biggest challenges the Egyptians faced. Since cranes and modern machinery did not exist, how did they manage to raise these heavy stones? Many researchers believe the Egyptians used complex ramp systems to move the blocks up the pyramid as construction progressed. Several ramp theories have been proposed. Straight ramps. A massive, sloped ramp leading up to the pyramid, but this would require an enormous amount of material. Zigzag ramps. A series of switchback ramps on the pyramid sides, reducing the length of the ramp while still allowing workers to haul stones upward. Spiral ramps. A ramp that wrapped around the pyramid in a spiral, allowing gradual elevation without using excessive materials. Recent discoveries at an ancient quarry in Hatnub reveal a sophisticated ramp system with staircases and wooden sleds, suggesting this technique was used in pyramid construction as well. This innovation demonstrates the Egyptians' deep understanding of physics and engineering principles. The use of counterweights and pulleys. Although simple pulleys as we know them today did not exist in ancient Egypt, archaeologists believe that counterweight systems may have been used to lift heavy stones. Some evidence suggests that workers might have used wooden levers and weighted counterbalances to assist in moving large blocks. One theory proposes that wooden cranes with counterweights helped lift blocks to different levels of the pyramid. This would reduce the amount of manpower needed and provide a mechanical advantage. While no direct evidence of these systems has been found, Their feasibility is supported by the Egyptians' advanced knowledge of balance and weight distribution. Small pulleys made from wooden rollers might have been used for guiding ropes, making it easier to drag stones up ramps. These mechanical aids, even in their simplest forms, would have greatly reduced the physical effort required to build the pyramids. The alignment with the stars and cardinal points. The pyramids were not just massive tombs, they were incredibly precise astronomical structures. The Great Pyramid of Giza is aligned almost perfectly with the four cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west, with a margin of error of less than 0.05 degrees. This level of precision is astonishing, considering the lack of modern tools. Some researchers suggest that Egyptian architects used the stars to align the pyramids. The star Sirius, the constellation Orion, and the North Star played crucial roles in Egyptian astronomy, and the pyramids' positions might have been determined by observing these celestial bodies. The shafts inside the Great Pyramid are aligned with specific stars, suggesting that the structure had religious or symbolic significance related to the afterlife. This mastery of astronomical positioning indicates that the Egyptians possessed a highly advanced understanding of the cosmos. The internal spiral ramp theory. One of the more intriguing theories about pyramid construction suggests that the Egyptians may have built an internal spiral ramp inside the structure itself. Unlike external ramps, which would require enormous amounts of materials, an internal ramp would have provided a more practical and efficient solution. French architect Jean-Pierre Houdin proposed that an internal spiral ramp allowed workers to move stones up the pyramid without requiring an external structure. This theory is supported by anomalies in thermal scans of the pyramid, which suggest the presence of hidden corridors inside the structure. If this theory is true, it would mean that a sophisticated internal transportation system was used, making construction safer and more controlled. This idea challenges traditional theories and suggests that the Egyptians were even more advanced in engineering than previously thought. The role of water in pyramid construction. One of the most overlooked yet fascinating theories suggests that water played a crucial role in the construction of the pyramids. While ancient Egypt is mostly associated with a desert landscape, evidence suggests that the Nile River was much closer to the Giza Plateau during the time of construction, making it easier to transport materials. Some researchers believe that water channels and artificial canals were dug to allow boats to bring massive stone blocks directly to the construction site. In 2017, archaeologists discovered the Wadi al-Jarf papyrus, an ancient document written by an overseer named Merer, which describes how limestone blocks were transported via boats along the Nile to Giza. This discovery supports the idea that a sophisticated water transportation network existed. Another intriguing possibility is that water was used to help workers move heavy stones across the desert sands. Recent experiments have shown that pouring water onto sand reduces friction, making it much easier to pull sleds carrying heavy loads. This technique would have significantly reduced the manpower required and made the entire process much more efficient. Additionally, some fringe theories suggest that water pressure might have been used as a lifting mechanism, similar to a hydraulic system, but no concrete evidence has been found for this. Regardless, water undoubtedly played a major role in making pyramid construction possible, whether through transportation, lubrication, or engineering techniques. The use of advanced measurement and planning techniques. The pyramids were not built randomly. Their precise dimensions and near-perfect alignment suggest that the Egyptians had a highly advanced system of measurement and planning. The Great Pyramid, for example, is aligned with an accuracy of less than 1/15 of a degree to true north, a level of precision that is remarkable even by today's standards. To achieve this, Egyptians may have used shadow measurements, star tracking, and simple sighting tools. Some researchers believe they used a tool called a merkit, which functioned like a primitive astrolabe, allowing them to align the pyramids with celestial bodies. The royal cubit, a standardized unit of measurement in ancient Egypt, was also critical in maintaining uniformity during construction. Measuring approximately 52.4 centimeters, this unit was used consistently throughout the pyramid's design, ensuring perfect symmetry. In addition, archaeologists have discovered ancient layout markings and surveying tools that suggest Egyptians used a grid system to plan out the placement of each stone. This method of precision engineering indicates that the Egyptians had a deep understanding of geometry and mathematics, allowing them to build some of the most enduring structures in history. The role of the pharaoh and religious beliefs. The pyramids were not just architectural wonders, they were also deeply tied to Egyptian religious beliefs. The construction of these massive tombs was driven by the pharaoh's desire for eternal life. According to ancient Egyptian beliefs, the pyramids served as a bridge between the mortal world and the afterlife, helping the pharaoh ascend to the heavens. The pyramid shape itself is symbolic, representing the rays of the sun shining down from the sky. This connection to the sun god Ra was essential, as pharaohs were considered divine beings chosen by the gods. The Great Pyramid, in particular, was built for Pharaoh Khufu as his eternal resting place, ensuring his journey to immortality. Thousands of workers dedicated their lives to constructing these pyramids, not just for wages, but also because it was considered a religious duty. The belief in the afterlife and divine power of the pharaoh motivated them to participate in this monumental task. Beyond the construction itself, complex burial rituals were performed inside the pyramid, including the placement of precious artifacts, spells, and treasures to aid the pharaoh in his journey beyond death. The pyramid was not just a tomb, it was a sacred structure designed for eternity. The mystery of the pyramid's capstone, Benben stone. At the peak of every pyramid, there was once a capstone, also known as the Benben stone. These capstones were often covered in gold or electrum, designed to reflect the sunlight and make the pyramid shine brightly. This feature was meant to symbolize the divine connection between the pharaoh and the gods. While no original capstones have survived intact, fragments of granite and limestone capstones have been found, suggesting that these finishing pieces were carefully designed. Some historical accounts describe them as being covered in hieroglyphs or sacred carvings, further emphasizing their religious significance. Theories surrounding the Benben stone also extend into ancient mythology. In Egyptian creation myths, the original Benben was the first piece of land to emerge from the primordial waters of Nun, and it was associated with the god Adam. Some believe that placing a Benben-shaped capstone on the pyramid was a way to channel divine energy, reinforcing the pyramid's role as a spiritual gateway. Interestingly, modern researchers have also speculated whether the golden capstone had an electrical or symbolic function, possibly related to energy conduction. While these ideas remain speculative, the missing capstones add another layer of mystery to the already enigmatic pyramids. Could we build the pyramids today? With all our modern technology, could we replicate the construction of the Great Pyramid today? Surprisingly, the answer is not as simple as it seems. While cranes, trucks, and other heavy machinery would certainly make the task easier, the cost and logistics would be immensely challenging. Estimates suggest that building a full-scale replica of the Great Pyramid using modern materials would cost billions of dollars and require a massive workforce. Additionally, certain ancient techniques, such as the exact method of lifting stones or aligning the pyramid with such precision, still puzzle modern engineers. Despite our advanced technology, some aspects of ancient Egyptian engineering remain a mystery, proving just how impressive their knowledge and skills were. The pyramids are not just relics of the past. They are a lasting testament to human ambition, ingenuity, and the quest for immortality. Even thousands of years later, the Great Pyramids continue to stand, defying time itself, leaving us with more questions than answers. The timeless mystery of the pyramids. The Great Pyramids of Egypt are more than just ancient monuments. They are enduring symbols of human ingenuity, ambition, and mystery. From their precise mathematical alignment to their imposing architectural feats, these structures continue to fascinate historians, archaeologists, and conspiracy theorists alike. Despite centuries of research, many questions remain unanswered. How did the ancient Egyptians achieve such precision with primitive tools? What was the true purpose of these grand structures beyond being tombs? And could there be secrets still hidden within their walls? As modern technology advances, new discoveries may one day uncover the full truth behind the pyramids. But perhaps the greatest allure of these monuments lies in their mystique, their ability to keep us searching, questioning, and wondering. One thing is certain: the pyramids stand as a testament to human perseverance, proving that even in ancient times, great civilizations were capable of engineering marvels that defy logic and time. And until every secret is uncovered, the pyramids will continue to fuel curiosity and inspire generations to come. What do you think? Were the pyramids built solely through human effort, or is there something more to the story? Let us know in the comments.